Hello, and thank you for stopping by Stitch and Shine Designs by Ida. And of course, Ida. So, first, let me say this. If you catch me looking like this, that's just me thinking about what I want to say. And if you catch me looking down, then I'm reading the what I wanted to go over in the video with you. I am a little nervous right now because I haven't been in front of the camera recording in a minute. When I say a minute, it's been a minute, a long minute. And I was missing crafting. I was missing, having people learn from what I'm doing or us learning together. So I'm back. But one twist. I am not doing home decor videos anymore. I'm doing what I fell in love with in the beginning when my mama taught me, sewing and just different things that I want to do other than designing stuff for your home. If you want to see some of those videos, they're still posted on the channel, so you are welcome to go look at them, and the notifications come up, so if I actually see the notification, I will do my best to reply to your question. What else I want to say before I get started? One of the things that I used to love growing up as a little girl, I used to love to go over to my godmother's house, and she would be crocheting, which I used to call knitting, but now I know they're two different things, but in the same family. And I remember just looking at her using those needles and making the things that she made with them. But I could never learn. She was trying to teach me, but crochet I never could get the hang of. Now knitting, which we talk about a little later, knitting I did learn how to load your it's not stitches, but load your yarn the way that you're supposed to do, and I know how to do the technique, but making something I don't know. So when we get to knitting, I would need your help as well. So to this video, what I wanted to do is I wanted to go over the things that I feel like you should have when you start knitting. Should you have everything that I'm going to show you? No. You can just take the basics of what I'm going to give you and go from there. So I was looking everywhere for some stuff. I'm always on Amazon. Amazon Prime comes to my house maybe, if not two to three times a week, at least once. I order all anyway, Amazon and I have a beautiful relationship. So when I was around looking for something that would give you everything you need in one shot, I was on Amazon and I came across this box, JC Crafts, and find your new favorite hobby. And this is a ultimate guide for beginners. So in this box was everything that you need to get started with your crocheting. And this beautiful card came in it, thanking me for purchasing. And on the back it has a little thank you note up here that, you know, for them thanking you for buying their product, which I didn't see a list of what's in here, but of course I'm going to show you what was in here. So let's start off with something that didn't come in here and I purchased it on my own, which is this pink. I love this pink. I'm gonna embroider something on this pink, on this cover, but it is, I don't want to lose it. All right, so it is a little kit that gives you that shows you like the way to start it. And this one right here, I figure is good for the ones that want to do it and their hands will not quite let them use the real small ones. So it has the larger ones in here, and with interchangeable hooks. And it's a light up here as well. And so when you put your hook inside of this or this one doesn't light up, but this one right here does. And so you would take one of these out, and I don't even know what number it is or what size it is, but I just know it's a size, and whatever size you use, that is how the just like this. Ooh, not just like that, but it's like this, and you lock it in, and then you're able to crochet with it. So this right here is your niece, right here, your niece. So if you want to go on Amazon and find it, and this is a up close version of what it talks about on up here. So it does help you with counting and different things of that nature. So I thought that this would be something really good for us as beginners, because I can't say you, because I'm learning this with you. I promise you. Crochet, we never got along. I love crochet a whole lot, but crochet just didn't love me. So like I said, you don't have to go out and buy this, because this is not something that you really need to start off with. But you will need that type of needle, whether you buy them the size individually, or you buy the entire kit. And you don't have to have this type of kit. So in our box, the first thing I'm going to show you what it gave us is Crochet for Beginners, essential handbooks for the crocheter. So they put this book in here, and I don't know why this stuff is doing this, but it has stuff like this. It has the entire project that you will follow along with, so you can learn how to do crochet. And it also has this little card in here that has the UBC, the code to get the actual, I don't know if this code will get you the book where you don't have to physically buy the book, but the book comes in the kit. So, you know, if you buy the kit, you'll have the book. But if you don't buy a kit, you just buy a needle, then just go on Amazon and type in Crochet for Beginners, and you'll see a lot of different things will come up. Alright, the next thing they gave us is needles. They gave us what we would need to start. It has some of the hooks in it, And I think these hooks are metal or aluminum. Yes, and they're all different sizes. I don't know what this is, but it's shaped like it's going to be used for the top of something. So you have a couple of those in here. A couple of little things. I mean, things that I don't really know. Of course, tape measure. And I thought these were, well, these are needles, but they're plastic needles. Let's see, what else? It looks like it's some bobbins and the little snippers. These are some awesome scissors, guys. Most of the time you could get them when you get your sewing kit. But I love these things, and they're so sharp. They are really good for embroidery as well. And this is the different sizes that the hooks come in, and I think they give you this so you can possibly stick the hook into okay, yes. And this is I can't see it right now, and my reading glasses are not here. So they have this. So you get this whole little kit in the JC craft box. You get 2 of these, and I was like, what are these things? Because I didn't want to open it, but I think I figured out what they are, and we're going to see together. They give you 2 of these in your kit, and I found 2 of these. So I'm thinking that this is going to be the little puff balls that you normally see on keychains or purses, and that's me. I love a purse that has one of these on it. To me, it just elevates the purse. So yes, you get that. You get these. Okay. They give you this, which is like really good because you don't have to go out and buy a whole lot of rolls of yarn. This right here, this amount, I figured that we will learn how to do crochet even if we take this whole bag and work on one project with it. This is really good. I really love the fact that they did this. Because I was sitting through on Amazon and I was like, oh, I want that color. Oh, I want that color. Oh, this color would be nice with. When my crafting mind starts going, it goes crazy. It just goes everywhere. And then if I see something that I want to learn or I want to do, because my son is he's a football, basketball coach. My 2 grandsons, which I only have 2, one of them is awesome in, that's him right now. One of them is awesome in football, one of them awesome in basketball, but both of them are really good at both sports. But I'm going to have me an NFL player and an NBA player, and I'm speaking that into existence. Okay, so, what's that?
Package.
Oh, it's probably medicine. Well, anyway, so yes, I love making shirts. One handful, that's it. He asking me if he can have some of my Dorito popcorn, the smart popcorn, and it's good too. So yes, we love to support our boys in their endeavors. So we wear shirts, bling shirts. Not this one, but you know, bling shirts. um DTF shirts. Vinyl was our jam before all these other things came out, and then I went from vinyl to embroidery on a single needle to purchasing something larger, but that's would be in another video. But yes, yarn, not thread, yarn. And if you don't know the difference between yarn and a thread, it's like, oh, this is thread. And it would be equivalent probably to this yarn right here. But unlike sewing and embroidery, you don't have to, what was I going to say? This is all you need. You won't need, the only time that you will need a needle and thread probably is if you snag your design or something and you need to, is my mouth crusty? If you need, I'm sorry, if you need, if say like, you know how you have a knit, some knit on and it gets on something and that knit stands out, well, you probably will use thread to actually attach it back. Now I'm just doing what I feel logically. That's what the needles are for, or you would use the needles for. But we got a whole lot of gurus in here. I know Eve and Marilyn and Patrice and Shay Shay and Delonda. I call them my friends because I look at them every day. Oh, and AJ, I look at them every day. One of y'all always have something on that I learn or I want to try, and so I'm not one of those. I know people say you don't have to have everything all at once. You can work your way up to getting something, and I believe that in totality. But this is my thing with that statement. If you are a true crafter, and I ain't even gonna say true crafter. If you are a crafter and you see your mentors doing something and it's very interesting to you, what are you going to do? You're going to go out and you're going to get something like that or what they have, so that the next time they do something, you can follow along. And I believe that is what the companies be thinking. Oh, this is a compliment now. Oh, we got to send it to Craftable Things. She got a wide audience and they love her. And so if we send her bling, something to deal with bling, because she's a bling bling girl, SS6, bling bling girl, people are going to want to get it so that they can follow along with her. Just like Eve, and for the baby's booty, she sell all things. She sells a whole bunch of stuff, but the rhinestones are mainly. But she sells a whole lot of things. She had 3D. When I got into 3D printing, it was AJ and Eve that I saw, and oh wow, I want to learn how to do that. And I'm a disabled vet. I'm 100%. And people look at me and don't see it, but my 100% mostly is a mental thing. I'm not crazy, but a mental thing from things that happened to me growing up and things that happened to me in my military career. So I'm home. And I know it's a lot of people that still has a 9 to 5 or 2 to 6, or an actual work day, that they can't craft the way they want to. And so this is a double S order. I think that's how you say it. I'm blessed enough to be able to stay home and learn. I have a gentleman that I found last night, and I bring up the son a lot. And what I mean by that is I have insomnia. And if I don't take my insomnia medicine for sleep, I'm just like this, glued to the TV. No sleep. I'm not sleepy or anything. And then when I look out my bedroom windows, I be like, oh my God, it's late. Let me go to bed. But then I started saying, why am I going to bed? I could go to bed when I get tired. And you'll see my eyes. I have low iron, but also when I'm very, very sick, it looks like I was in a fight with Mike Tyson, and he gave me 2 black eyes. But no, it's not that. It's just my eyes give you away. My eyes tell you how much pain or how bad I feel. So I'm always hurting. I'm always feeling like stuff is crawling through my body because my nerve endings are messed up. But I got to the point where I said, I'm going to stay up. I can stay up if I want to. But then I thought about it. I said, your body needs this rest. I have siblings that call me all the time that need, my opinion on something, or want to know about something. I have twin sisters that one called me all the time for lashes and wigs, and my other one, she just called to tell me how much she miss her mom, or she need her mom because she has real bad lupus, and it looks like her hands and her elbows and stuff has been burnt in a fire. So my mom just passed away, and my mom had a aneurysm to burst as well, but she fought her way back, and she came out and from left field to pass away because one minute I'm on the video saying, Mom, where your boyfriend at? And her saying, I don't have no boyfriend. I said, you do have your boyfriend. You be letting him sneak in to the window, and when TJ goes, you call TJ to make sure she sleep before you let that man come in your bedroom. So I used to joke with my mom like that because her memory, when she first had it, her memory was gone. She didn't know who her children was. She learned how to walk over again. She learned how to talk, and that little lady, that she wasn't probably 99 pounds soaking wet, but she could dance, and she could go all the way down to the floor and then come right back up. I can't. Her and my grandmother was like that, and I know I'm jumping around, but you'll learn. With me, I am very transparent. No. I'm very transparent on some things. A lot of things in my life, no, I'm not transparent. People think I am, not an introvert, because that's what I am. I'm really an introvert. But when people meet me, they don't believe that. Majority of the time, this is how people think of me. You either think that I'm stuck up and conceited. You either think that I'm a very nice person. You either think that I feel like I'm better than everybody else. But all those things are false. Well, this is how my mom used to describe me. She's the nicest, sweetest, nicest, sweetest, meanest person that you will meet. She would give you the shirt off her back. Just like I was in Golden Corral one day and I had on this little jacket, and the lady asked me when I passed her one time, what perfume did I have on, and I was like, oh, I don't know. I have scent bird, so I just grabbed one and throw it in my purse. And she was like, oh, it smells so good. And I said, thank you. And so I got up a second time and went past her. And she was like, oh, where did you get that jacket from? And I said, I think I got it from either Temu or Amazon or one of those other places I shopped at. She was like, ooh, can I have it? I said, sure, you can. I said, just wait until I get ready to leave because it's chilly in here. And she didn't think I was going to do it. And when I got up to leave, I put the jacket on the back of her chair. Because that's how I am. God blesses me all the time. I truly can say, from down to me needing some ice and can't get down the steps to get it. And somehow, some way, my grandchildren or my children would come over here, or my husband when he's home, and I can get it. My husband works out of the country and states a lot. Right now, he's working in Alaska, and so I think it's 6 to 2 or 8 to 2, something like that. Work for 6 weeks, home for 2 weeks. I know that's the rotation that he's on right now. And my husband is also a veteran. And I'll tell y'all how we met on another video. Just dealing with my family and how each of them are, and it's just going to be that. So, but my channel is not on blogging. My channel is on crafting, but I'm a sociable person to my YouTube family, my virtual family. And my oldest granddaughter, she got that from me, but she on that VR headset. I have one, and when I'm in it gives me a migraine. But so yeah, back to what we need for crocheting. So I don't know how I got there about this, but your thread, you need your yarn. Let me say thread all the time, but I'm sorry, it's yarn. This was a free gift they gave you, and it was packed. It was in one of those white non-see-through bags. So this was a little gift that they gave you for buying the product. And the last thing they gave you, wait, hold on. Yeah. The last thing that they gave us was a bag. So you can put all your stuff in your bag. Let's go backwards. Not backwards, but put your yarn in here. Put your book in here. Like that. You can put your free anywhere. You can put your free or gift, should I say, in there. You can put your tools in there. The project that they gave you. You can even put the kit that you brought on your own in here. And so, one more thing I'm going to show you, and then I'm going to get out of y'all hair, because I like the fact that you like the detail videos on things, and that's me. And when I did home decor, I would I would record for hours. Like, I don't think people understand how much it takes to record a video, edit the video, upload the video, and they just don't understand how long it takes. And if you record for 2 hours making a project like this one right here, maybe 3-4 hours recording, because you got to sit everything down and all that kind of stuff. So it takes a while. So you got 2 hours of content, but you got to shrink it down to 15 minutes, because anything over 15 minutes, the home world really didn't want to see it, or they'll start out watching a little bit of it and go. So I'm glad that I'm somewhere where I can take my time and either teach someone something, or someone learns with me on something. But the last thing I'm gonna show you is Patrice was on, I don't know, on a live. Yeah, I think she was on a live. And I think Shay Shay does this, because I just found one of the Shay Shay's channel. And so I think she's doing this with Shay Shay. But she talked about the spelling bee book. And one of the things I went to school for, and one of the things I did in my life, was teach. I was a special needs teacher kind of thing for the inner children that, who parents didn't know how to help them or didn't help them, and I would get them. So I would have kindergartners all the way up to high schoolers, and I had one assistant with me, and I had to come up with lesson plans. So if I was doing math, I had to come up with a way of math for kindergartens through 12th graders, without the 12th graders saying, "Oh, that's childish." So I learned to make games. I learned to, do games and figure out, ways that I could get them interactive with it. And so they were learning. And I just recently lost one of the older of my students. His mom and I are really, really, really good friends, and I met them at church. And from the time that I met them, I've been a part of their lives, and I still am. His mama and I talk maybe sometimes once a week, and sometimes once every 2 weeks. But I have a friend in her that I know that she knows if she needs me, all she has to do is call, and I move hell and high water to get to her. And that's any of my family. I don't have friends, but any of my family, or my circle, because she's like my sister, and her children are like my nieces and nephews. And so, it feels good when you teach a child and then they grow up and they see you and they be like, "Oh, Miss Gibbs," or "Oh, Miss Evans," or "Oh, Miss Ida," because I tell them, you can call me Ida, but just make sure you put the Miss in front of it, so you can show me some respect, because I call you by your first name, so you can call me by mine. And that's how I've been, that's how I was with my teaching. So, of course, I didn't really know what was in here, but all I saw was spelling bee, and it popped my interest. So, I got it, and it's a book on quilting, like sort of just like the knitting book. I mean, not the knitting book, the crochet. I knew something happened. Give me my book. Really? My bag don't want to give me my book. just like crochet, the spelling bee book has projects in it for quilting, for doing quilting blocks. And I know Shay Shay and Delonda and Patrice, Marilyn, and Eve. I know at least those ladies work together on quilting blocks. They make a block and then they get together and they have a party like the girls hangout that they have. And I'm gonna be in the girls hangout one day. I am. That's my goals, to be up there with them and laugh and joke with them. But until then, I'm their friend that sees them on the screen. So like this has like quilt says quilts, and it has like, I think that's what they're doing now. I think they're doing the ABC quilt, ABC block quilt. And I think what they do is that each one of them do blocks, and then they send them to somebody. I think Shay Shay, and Shay Shay put all of them together, and she donates it. I think that's how it goes. She donates it to somebody. I can't remember who, but she donates them. And I thought that was very, very neat for one. And it's great because you see people of all walks of life in all cities and states alike, and working together. And sometimes I say 3 hours. They on the thing for 3 hours. Who gonna watch that for 3 hours? Me. I'll watch it for 3 hours. So yes. So all those, and it's not just those young ladies that I talked about. But it's like I was saying, it's a guy that's I just found on YouTube, and he is teaching me how to digitize words. I'm gonna tell y'all one more thing, and then I promise I'm gonna let you go. I promise. So when I got my single needle embroidery machine, I have a club, and I had someone to, I think they digitized it. I didn't know what it was called then. All I know is that I needed something did to it where I can work on my single needle embroidery machine. So I have a social club, and once again, that's why people think I'm a social butterfly, because I'm a president of a social club. But I would say I need a 4x4 design of that. And the original design is for like a 13x14 on that goes in the back of our cuts, which are leather vests. And I will put that in my 15 needle embroidery machine, which is stuck downstairs, and I've been trying for 2 months to get it up here, but my son and my husband tried, and it was too heavy. And so, as women and our little brains go twirling around like, how can I accomplish this? So I said, son, he came over here today. I said, son, he said, mother. I said, what do you think about taking the actual embroidery machine part, take it off of the stand, because my steps are steep. People talk about my steps, how steep they are all the time, and me, I'm like, it's a normal steps. I understand what they say now, because my doctors have me walking up and down the steps and down the hallway. And you do that a couple of times, I can barely make it upstairs. But yes, and so I said, what if we take that off, put it on the, lay it back on the dolly, and attach the embroidery parts where it won't move around, and we walk it. I call it walking up the steps, because you go one step, move up, one step, move up. I said, what about that? And my son said, Mom, I think that may work. I said, so when can you get your friends to come over here and help you with it? Mom, everybody is at work and stuff right now. My son is legally blind, and so he's... I'll give y'all a story time about my daughter and my son another day. But I am a proud mother. I am a proud yaya. And I'm a proud wife. I'm a proud daughter. Siblings. You know, my family is my heart. My bed is my joy. I can sit on my bed, no lights, no phone, just sitting there in the quiet, thinking. And the TV guys always are against me, because I'll sit down, my phone ain't ring all day. And as soon as I sit down and hit the remote to watch either Family Feud with Steve Harvey or go on YouTube, my phone rang off the hook. It's like the TV guys are sending out a symbol. Oh, I'm looking, because I thought I turned my TV off, but it didn't. So my phone rings off the hook. And believe it or not, every last one of the calls pretty much is a telemarketer. Because my family, the only time they call me on my phone is when, you know, they can't get me. My daughter, she'll call in 15-minute increments. And if by an hour she hadn't heard from me, she gonna call the police. We have this... I said one more story. I promise this. We have this police officer. He was the school resource officer, and him and my son became real good friends. Not because my son is bad or anything. No. I say my children, I spoiled them because I never had to go to the police department. I never had to go out to the school. I never had any acting out. And I said, I don't have no jailbirds. And then I said, oh, no. I said, I got my jailbirds. And I call them that because my daughter, I think she was speeding or whatever, and it was over the 15 miles. And so they took her in. And I think she was in a city that was... She was almost to Fayetteville. And she called me and said, Mom, you got to come get me. I said, what? Where you at? I'm at the police department. I said, what did you do? Because my daughter she got that temper that you say something to her wrong, and she'll firecracker. Now, she got that from me and her grandmother. I don't play. I don't play when it comes to my family. I don't play when it comes to my husband. Well, my husband is my family, but I just put him out there first because that man, yeah. When I think about him, I love him even more than what I loved him when we first started dating, and yeah. But anyway, She said, "Oh, I was speeding, and my license was out of date, and my tags was out of date, and she was speeding. Her license was out of date, and she had a bench warrant because she was supposed to go to court for that actual thing, and she didn't know, or she knew and she just forgot, or however it is, but." She called me in the middle of the night, and of course, if my phone rings in the middle of the night, it's something wrong. And so I had to go get her, and I call her my jailbird. I used to call her my jailbird. And then pretty much the same thing happened with my son. But and then I was like, Lord, I didn't have no jailbirds. Now I got 2 jailbirds. So we pick with each other like that. My children growing up, like I said, they were very well mannered. We would get in the middle of the bed, and sometimes if one of them came home and said, "Mom, I heard somebody call another black person, excuse I say this, a nigger. Is that right? Should they have been doing that?" And then, or they'll come home and say, "Mom, what babies come from? Somebody said about the birds and the bees. How can a baby come from a bird and a bee?" So we'll crawl up in the middle of the bed and we'll talk. And I break it down to them because I didn't want my children growing up thinking, "Oh, I can have sex. Mama said Mama said babies come from the birds and the bees." And then something happens where she get my daughter get pregnant, my stepdaughter, my foster daughter. If either one of my daughters get pregnant, and they be like, "Well, Mom, I wasn't with the birds or a bee." I didn't want them to come into the world unprepared, because I tell my children the world will chew you up, spit you out, step on their spit, and keep the walking. So yeah, if you made it this far into this video, this almost 48 video that I told you about what you would be needing to start your crocheting. And me, I don't know when I'll come on live, because like I said, I don't want to interfere with the gurus, and I wouldn't win out anyway, because those ladies have been doing what I'm just starting back to do. Other than the sewing, I've been sewing all my life. My mama taught me how to sew. I've been upholstering furniture all my life. So that right there is a cool breeze for me. But getting back into typing and just remembering how to use programs. Right now, my brain is a fog, because it all has to be resurfaced. And so I really enjoyed all you ladies. Thank you for teaching me. Thank you for making me laugh, all of you guys. I haven't met like Shay Shay. Like I said, I think I just found her channel. AJ, Coretta, all the ones that I named. Those are the ones that I have found right now. And hold on, I'm sorry guys. Come on now, don't do this to me. It says time for you to get off. You were supposed to be off 20 minutes ago. So yeah, thank y'all for teaching me. Thank y'all for getting my juices and everything flowing back for doing these things. Now, I know I used to do all these things for my family: the vinyl, the programs, the sewing, all those things, the t-shirts. I used to do all those things, but I laid them down when I started the DIY home stuff. And I still love my family, my community and family of home interior, because I had some true. Sometimes I do the street slang thing, so I had a lot of tough my home dogs and homies, and I ain't had to say anything bad, because if you rub my skin the wrong way, I'm gonna scratch you, but it's gonna be in a way that I'm just not gonna come right out and fuss at you over on that post. I have to marinate on that thing, and I have to chop it up, and I have to say, God, is this what this person is trying to say to me, or am I tripping? And a lot of times God say, if she did mean it the way you think it, just let it slide. Just like Patrice says, be kind, and Delana said no road rage. Sometimes that road rage has to come out, and sometimes people take your kindness for weakness, and that the only persons I'm weak to is my husband, my grandchildren, and my children, and my siblings. So family, that's the only, those you don't play that. That's my mom. She taught her girls well. But yes, so I never had to be mean to anybody. Maybe once or twice. But for the most part, they take care of it. And they'll say, you're not going to talk about her like this. And, they curse them out. And I don't curse people unless someone makes me truly, truly, truly mad. But people laugh at me because I spell it out. I said, what F-U-C-K you think I spell it out, and I don't know what I feel like spelling it out does. But shoot, all that spelling goes out the window when I get mad. I go back down in the trenches. I used to curse like a sailor before, and one of my teachers said, can I ask you something? I said, sure. Miss Munfrey, she was my Spanish teacher. She said, when you sit around and you curse, what are you getting out of it? Is it what is it? What do you get out of it? And I was like, what do you mean what I get out of it? Does it give you any value as a young lady? Does it give you a value? Does it show you in the light of what a lady should be? And I said, well, if you ask Dosha that, she would say, because she gonna curse you out. And then she said, well, what is your vocabulary like? I said, well, I got an extensive vocabulary. And she said, so why don't you use that? And I thought about it. And first I had to think about a whole day. What do I get out of it? And I came back and I said, Miss Mumphrey, I thought about that question. And I said it like this. I said, yes, because she said, you're intelligent enough to put another word where that curse word is. Because if you're not intelligent enough to know how to express yourself without using those type of words, then what is it? How are you presenting yourself as a lady? I said, you're right. And ever since then, I didn't curse. But when I got to the point of being belligerent and I didn't care about what my vocabulary sounded like at that time, I would curse you out and don't think a second thing about it. Wouldn't. That's just me being honest. But I am a lovable person. I am, like I said, I give you the shirt off my back. You can see something, except one of my major machines now. Except one of my major machines that you can see something and be like, ooh, I want that. And sometimes I'll say, send me your address and I'll mail it to you. That's how I met one of my friends. And we actually met in person. She actually came all the way to my home and we laughed and joked and talked and just had a good time. So yeah. After I done talked to y'all 25 minutes when I was finished probably 20 minutes ago, and I'm still talking, and I guarantee you, it's not gonna be that many views on this right now, because I'm just coming back, and so people got to start seeing me on a regular basis, and I had to just go ahead and dive into this first recording back because I send little messages and little thoughts and stuff like that. But if your followers, your YouTube family don't see you like a consistent basis, first they would reach out to you. I have several of them that know my mental state was being messed up again. I got into crafting because my psychologist said, find something that makes you happy and, do it. And that's what I was doing. I was doing what makes me happy, and I was just sharing it with whomever wanted to see or whomever wanted to learn about it. And then it became like I was like so nervous that, and sitting there thinking and getting myself all upset because I done chopped down this video as much as I could, and it's still over 20 minutes or still over 15 minutes. So what else can I cut out? What I say? And then I got to saying, well, if I'm cutting out all this, the person that needs all that fluff is not getting it. And I told my I guess you would call them moderators. I told them about what I was going through mentally, and as soon as my mental state gets back better, then I probably will come back, but I don't know what I'm going to come back with. All I know now is all the supplies that I used to accumulate to do home interior stuff, it takes up one whole room of mine in my home. And my daughter is a teacher. She's a special needs teacher, and she was supposed to come get all that stuff, but she hasn't came and got it. And I told her, well, I'm going to do one or two things. I'm going to put an ad somewhere, and I'm going to box all of it up, and I'm going to sit it out on the carport, on the carport, and have whomever want to come, I'll give them a bag like the store bags, and as they call it, I'm not doing no for this either. The black person's suitcase, they call our store bags, because we good for throwing something in our store bag and hit the stepping. And my uncle called a watermelon a black person's ham. I don't know, I didn't get that analogy, but anyway, that's the one thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sit it out, and if you come, you can do a donation or whatever you want to do, and you get you a bag, but don't go overboard with it. Don't try to put so much in your bag that it's splitting down the sides, because you want to be greedy. Or don't go take that bag home and then come back again, because I remember faces. I may forget names, but I remember faces. And, or I'm going to bag them up. And, I don't care. I just put some, the stuff in there. The, mirrors from Dollar Tree and, little things like this. I don't know if you can see that, but this tie curtain back, I did it. So I'll give them all the equipment that they need for that. Eve got some big rhinestones now, and I've been thinking about this project that's went on my curtain, and trying to figure out how I can make this, but make it out of the big rhinestones that Eve has. And the only way... No, that won't even work. I'm going to figure it out, because when I get a problem, I'm going to figure it out. So pretty much, thank you for clicking on this video. Thank you to all of my my home interior family. Thank y'all for waiting around for me and understanding my my health comes before a project that's going to take me a while to do and record for you, and you're very ungrateful because you always are complaining about your video being too long. And some people take the time to timestamp everything, but it takes a lot to... I don't care if I'm home every day. It still takes you 2 hours, an hour to 2 hours to record and break your video down. But with IA now, you can pretty much video something. I think now, this is what I think is Timu. I'm thinking that you can either download your content into GI. I mean AI. I'm talking about GI. The GI Jam. Thinking about that. Anyway, and they will take your video and chop it down for you and put breaks where there needs to be breaks and different things to that nature. And maybe if that is the case, I'll try it. But I feel like I should be able to be the one that make the video for my family, my YouTube family. And I know that a lot of people, don't mind AI, but and don't take this the wrong way, because I myself is going to indulge in this as well. I feel like if you come and take time out of your life to sit down and look at one of my videos, and it teaches you how to make something, and your eyes just light up when it comes together, I feel like I did what I was supposed to do. But if I sit down and just tap on my keys, put it in this program, tell the program I want it to be this long, I want to make sure this is in it, I want to do and then the AI generator starts generating. And when you look at it, you're like, oh yeah, gee, thanks, you my boy, you my girl. I sometimes feel like I cheated my family. But I'm going to tell you this, those thumbnails, they just as hard as get than the darn gone video, because I know it took me 30 minutes to tell the Google person what I want my my thumbnail to be. I'm sorry, guys. I got on my soapbox, but back in the back there, well, I finished talking about what you need for your crochet. If that was what you came for, and everything else I was saying is just minute to you, you don't care about it, then I thank you for coming, for the time that you came. And I don't know why I'm saying this to you, because you're not going to watch it, but thank you for watching my video. And for me right now, it is watches and likes, and consistency again, because right now the algorithm for YouTube, it goes up, it goes down. They want this, they don't want that. They, oh, this was in, now this out, and this is in. So yeah, all my fellow crafters, where you be, screen print and embroidery, sublimation, DTF, lasers, or vinyl, or anything to that nature. Y'all know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean. And I already told y'all on the channel, y'all going to see embroidery with what, one needle. You're going to see 3D printing. You're going to see VersaWorks BN20A. You're going to see sublimation, DIY, sewing, tumblers, and the sublimation tumblers, and hats, and laser, and no, just things. Y'all just tell me things that y'all want to see, and I will try to bring it to you. It may not be exactly what you want, but I will. If you say, oh, I want to see more of this, then I'll try to incorporate more of this. Or if I can't do it in a long video, AJ showed me something the last couple of times I've been seeing her. She's been on YouTube Shorts. And I didn't know that she did so many other projects. I just thought that every time she did something, she did it on the camera, on the recording camera, but she don't. You know, she take orders from other people. This platform that's right here, and the ones that don't go to short, they miss those. I think what's my girl name? She got her own studio, big studio. She's ready to get into her own home. It's on the tip of my tongue. I don't know. You know who you are, and I do know you too, because you one of the heavy hitters too. And I remember her name as soon as I get off of this. And I'm not gonna edit all this stuff out. So like I said, I'll say it in the beginning of this video. I'm gonna tell them that, you know, I talk about what you need for crocheting for about 20 minutes or so, 25 minutes. And then the rest of it is me just talking to y'all. Like y'all are actually sitting here with me and I'm talking to you. Because I always say, what was her name? What? And then I'll be like, what? And I'm sitting here, I know a lot of crafters do it. And but in our mindset, we know that you can't answer us, but we feel like we're talking to y'all, and y'all are right here in the room with us. And so when you interact with comments and likes and super chats and supporting them in their classes that they teach you. That is, I think that's one of their biggest thing, because now some people do get rich off of YouTube, but me personally, when I did home interior, everything I made went back to the stuff, the channel. That little check was always for this channel. My gratification was I got to hang out with you guys, and I feel like if I'm saying to myself the income is, I just know that I'll put more into this channel than probably what I'm gonna get out of it, but I don't do it for the masses that's not into DIY and that's not into hanging out, laughing and socializing with people, talking on to them on the TV. And it's one major hitter, I'm not gonna say their name, was male, female, what, but I had to stop watching them because all they did was brag about what a company sent them and how the company sent them another one of this and another one of that. And trust me and believe, I have nothing wrong. I feel like if a company sent it to you, then they're going to benefit from it just more than what you are going to benefit from giving them the people that information. I don't know how to price people that wants me to review something for them. And majority of the time I say, oh, you just send me the product and tell me what you need and I'll do it. And that's what I do. I've never received a big machine. I got a real beautiful home puff thing, and so I got a little bit of stuff. And then I was affiliate of Dazzle, I can't think of the name of it right now, but that's how I got into rhinestone, the hot fix rhinestone. But yeah, so I was doing rhinestones before I even know all the things that you can do with rhinestones. I was doing a lot of cards, individual cards. But I just sent those out. I didn't sell that, And now I know that when I do charge for products, I am going to have to break down and cringe and actually charge almost what it's worth in time. Y'all don't realize how long it takes someone to hand do a tumbler, even if it's a 20-ounce tumbler, yet alone one this size, how long it takes them to do it and how much it costs them to actually do it. And then when they tell you, oh, it's $50 or $60, $50 or $60? What do it mean $50, $60? Well, it's actually, and I would say actually it's worth more than that, but I'm giving it to you for $50. You could give me $50 and you get a cup or a shirt or something that's worth what I asked you to pay. So don't try to lowball somebody. Don't try to be upset because a company sends somebody's machines and they don't send it to you. But I'm gonna tell HT Varant or Ront that you're missing out on. I don't know if you actually do, but you're missing out on a person that loves y'all lock, stock, and barrel. And that's AJ at Unique Creations. When y'all bring out something, she's right there to get it. And I'll be like, so mad. I'd be mad at HD Ront because she is putting so much into them as far as funding is concerned. And what makes her less worthy of one of your machines than somebody else? This girl loves them. When I say she loves them, anybody y'all know her, know on her channel that she loves her some HT Ront. I think that's how her name. She loves them. And if there's anybody out there in that world that has clout, that would love to drop her name into HT eyesight, please do that because she deserves it. I mean, she really does. If and Coretta does too. Coretta does her a lot of her rhinestones, but with AJ put her heart into it, and you can tell that it's a heartfelt thing because her children even know that that's her happy place. I hear her children in the background and they just laughing, they playing. They're not saying mama this, mama that. She knows how to go in, check on her babies and come back and cook and do this. She's like that superwoman. Angie. That's her name. Angie. Angie is the one I was talking about earlier about the whatever. I can't remember what I was talking about before, but yeah, Angie. So on that note, somebody please tell the companies that reach out to y'all about her channel. Get them to just look at her channel, to I believe that she's a gem that's overlooked. And I may be wrong, that she might be already getting stuff from them. But if she's still paying for it out her pocket, she break it down. She gives them the sale price, this price, what this can do and what that can do, and how they change the game and things. And I mean, I know she done sent them some business. I know she sent them some business. So y'all other gurus that have those companies' ears, they take the vision of the back of their head. I love anyway. Yes. Somebody from TikTok. But yes, please. I like to uplift other channels, other crafters. I highlight y'all my family. So if something is going on with one of my family members and they know how I am, I'm going to let the other family members know something is wrong. Because when I stepped away, I told a few of the heavy hitters about my mental state, and I could not give them quality work if I myself was not in the right headspace. And they in turn told everybody else. And and then when I come back, I try to come back, and my anxiety wouldn't let me come back. Just like today. Oh, God, I keep telling y'all I'm getting ready to go or something else comes out. Okay, I'm going to stop. I promise I'm getting ready to do the outro. And I need to learn how. Oh, Eve, please tell me how to get that program that you talked about that did y'all intros and outros. Okay, yeah, but don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And I will see you guys in a few minutes. But you won't see. I'll see y'all in a few minutes. But I see all the rest of you later. And if you're just stopping by and you just want to hear this girl rant and rave about any and everything from A to Z, then hey, sit back, get you a cup of tea, cup of coffee, some Pepsi, Mountain Dew, root beer, juice, water. Get you something and just, sometimes you need to just sit and binge. Sometimes you need to find that long video. Because with me, when things started affecting me, my peace, my inner peace, that's what I needed. I turned to you guys. I turned to people that makes me smile, make me laugh. I could be in the worst mood ever, and I can turn on my TV, and the first place I go, because I know I'm going to laugh right off the bat, is Family Feud with Steve Harvey. I know I'm going to laugh. So, and I play it. I be in the bed and say, no, that's not going to be up there. I'm trying to tell you, it's not going to be up there. This right here. And then it turned on, see, what I tell you. What I tell you, you should have listened to me. I talked to my TV. My psychiatrist and therapist says, that's not being crazy. They said it's natural. And people need to do stuff like that. He said, as long as you don't start answering yourself, like, you could ask them on TV, then I tell you that, but don't you sit in a house and have a conversation with yourself twice. You be there, you be, girl. Say what? Yeah, I hear that. And that's no lie, guys. One day I'll tell y'all my true story about my mental break. And I do mean mental break, not what I left my channel for, but a real mental breakdown, where to the point where they wanted to put me somewhere and get my no. So now they know I'm not going anywhere. So if y'all want something other than getting my teeth fixed and something like that, and you want to be my therapist, my caregiver, whatever, you won't come to me. I'm not going. I don't know. I hate going to my doctor, and I fuss at him all the time because I go in and want to tell him something, and the VA doctor, he just sitting there typing, and I'm sitting there talking. He's sitting there typing. Oh, let me hear your chest. Oh, is there anything else, Miss Evans? And so one day I said, what do you do for me? Why don't I take time out of my life to come down here to you, and you don't do anything? All you sit there and do is type everything and listen to my heart, and then kick me out and say, oh, I see you in 3 months. I said, what do you do for me? I said, what you do for me, and you could do that like my therapist does. If anything, I should be coming here to talk to my therapist, not coming here for you, and you don't do anything. Oh, well, my job is to outsource you, get you in contact with the community care person so that they can get somebody to come that you go to the out. No, don't give me no song and dance. You don't give me no song and dance. But he showed him. I had to reel it in. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. And I'm going to say both of these, because this is what I used to end my channel with every time. I love you, I love you, I love you. I love you to the moon and back. and back again. And so now it is, if you can think it, you can make it. If you can make it, if you want to, you can sell it. So all you crafters out there that are afraid to come into this side of crafting, do it. Bring your channel. You don't have to leave the home interior side of it, but incorporate other things so people mindset can open. And I think it's something wonderful that a person can sit down at a desk or a table and think about making this. What somebody would want to do to make scissors? Really, what? I used to say it come from, the little things that you chop the trees down. But this amazes me. And I ask Google all the time about stuff. Google is my girl. I talk to Google, and I know my husband be thinking I'm crazy, but I ask Google in a heartbeat something. So, all right, guys. I see y'all on the next one, and I have my microphones and different things to that nature, and I'm probably gonna go use my mic, but when I show y'all my craft room, I won't really need it because I am when I get excited, my voice carries, and I'm like I'm yelling or something. So I don't think I really need a mic, but I brought 2, 3 mics. I seen what this person was, and I said, oh, I like that. Let me try that and see. So I'm the person that likes to find several things and then pick my most favorite thing, and then sometimes pass it down to my daughter, because she's got that gene. She has a business, 2 businesses. And she gonna watch this, and I'm so sorry, Bambi ate your garden up. But anyway, guys, thank you. Thank you so much. And I see y'all guys in the next one.